Hey guys, good morning. So happy Aloha Monday to everybody. Alright, so today I'm getting a little bit of a late start. I had a busy morning. I had to do homework. My dad came over this morning. We have, as you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear. I know I can because I have my hearing aids on. But we have some stuff being done for the house. Okay, so today I want to talk about human need and how it comes into play with how we are. The first thing I want to talk about is certainty. So certainty is survival. It is, how do I want to put it, the need for us to avoid pain and have comfort. And while a lot of us try to go for certainty, we have different ways of going about it. So some of the examples are when we lower our expectations, or we feel the need to constantly want to be in control of everything and everyone. Some of us may create routine to get through our day, or we worry about trying to make ends meet, right? So we can pay the bills, right? So we look for supplementary sources of income, right? Or some of us, we rely on faith and on prayer. Everyone has their own way of meeting that basic need of certainty. So the way I want you guys to look at it is, are you meeting this need for certainty? And is it you're meeting it in a way that empowers you, or does it diminish you? And I don't want to say disempowering you, I want to say diminish you, because that's usually what ends up happening. We tend to forget the other human needs that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so our next human need is variety. And what that means is with certainty, once we do have that, we usually tend to get bored. And variety, it creates excitement for us. It makes us feel alive. It makes you want to constantly be surprised. It makes you want to constantly look for adventure in everything, whether it's a good adventure or a bad adventure. Some of the examples is like when you play a sport. You know, like if you're a kid, you play a sport, or even as an adult, you know, you play a sport, a community sport, or you try extreme sports, or some bad examples are taking the road down the dark path and doing drugs, or maybe something not as extreme, but could be extreme, overeating. Setting new goals does, excitement. It makes you feel alive. Not other times do we tend to go after, but the fact that we try to set new goals, that creates a little mini fire in us, if you know what I mean. So, what is your way of having variety in your life? And again, the same question as certainty. Does it help you? Does it hurt you? How does it work in your life? For those of you who are watching my live, I forgot to mention it earlier. If you are watching my live, I want you to look for me this emoji, or give me a heart, or say, I'm here first. I made it. If you are watching my replay, nothing against it. I know everybody has their own lives and different schedules. If you are watching my replay, I want you to give me a, let me see, what emoji do I like? Anything. Any emoji. I just want an emoji. Any emoji that fits your personality. There you go. If you're watching my replay, give me an emoji that fits your personality. Okay. So, my third topic, my third need that I do want to talk about is significance. And all of us, each individual, every person that's watching this live, anyone who may not be watching this live, every single person has that need to want to feel that we are significant, that we are important, that we are unique, and for some of us, in some way, that we feel like we are special to someone else, to the world, to our purpose, right? Okay, so now, the ways that we try to find significance, right? It could be great in our favor, it could be evenly neutral, right? Or it could be destructive. So, when I say it could be productive, right? Some of you guys like to try to look at it as if you're in a relationship, right? So, usually when you're in a relationship, it should be an equal partnership, right? It could be, I don't know, it could be your husband, your wife, your partner, whatever. That's your equal partner, it should be your equal partner, and you motivate one another. You support one another, even if you may not completely agree with it. You give that support that you have their back, no matter what. No matter if they fail 1,000 times. No matter if they succeed on their first try. You have their back. That is the importance of significance in a relationship. That is one of the most productive ways of significance. A neutral way of significance could also be where it's given and it's reciprocated. If it is in a negative way, this can be when there's violence involved. And when I say violence involved, it could be, a domestic dispute, or it could also be when someone's holding a gun to your head, or, you know what I mean, or threatening your life. That is a negative and a worse way to get a significant feeling from other people. Like, it ultimately destroys your mentality and the people around you. And unfortunately, violence is going to be around no matter what. Until one of us, or a lot of us, can make a conscious choice, violence is going to be there no matter what. So, number 4, we are going to talk about love and connection. Alright, so connection is, hold on, let me turn this thing off. Put it on mute. There we go. Sorry, people are commenting right now. I will get to you guys' comments in a little bit. I just gotta do my live first, okay? So, connection can be through your friendship, relationship, your pet, admiring artwork, or your faith. It could be, I have to say it, and I'm sorry for saying it if there are children watching it, but there are some people who do find connection through sex, even when it's meaningless. I'm sorry to have to say it on Facebook, but I gotta say it because that's the truth. There are a lot of people that do that. And if you think I'm talking about you, I could be. I'm not trying to point fingers at you or anything, but that is one way that people do find connection. Okay. I don't know how to go about saying this. Okay. So, love. Most people, not everybody, most people settle for love. And here's the reason why. You're going to settle for the connection because the past experiences you have had has tried you. For what you think love was or love is supposed to be, it messed with your head. So when you are in a relationship with someone, a lot of us, because we don't know how to, what do I always say, love ourselves, we tend to settle for what we think we deserve. We gotta stop that. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, okay, where are you on true love? On a scale of 1 to 10. I want you guys right now, if you guys are in a relationship, I want you to put down on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you on true love? There's no judgment, there's no nothing. Okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So most of us are between 4 and 7. 7 is not a bad number, it's pretty high, and 4 is not a super low number, but it is right there. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that is because we're happy, but we're not happy enough to try to change things and make it better. Does that make any sense? You're content. Hi, Ola. So, true love is absolute joy, comfort, and passion. And a lot of it has to start with self-love. Because only when you love yourself, you teach others how to love you. You know what I mean? And so because of that, because you love yourself and you find so much joy and passion in you and this fire in you that you absolutely love who you are, you love your skin, and other people fall in love with that. And so when they do, you teach them how to love you. And guess what? You're making room for number 5, growth. So, if you are not growing, I'm sorry, but you're dying. I don't mean like that. I mean, of course, obviously, when we're born, we are that to die. But what I mean by if you're not growing, you're dying, is if your relationship is not growing, the relationship is dying. If your business is not growing, your business is dying. Okay? So, I want you to take an honest assessment of where you're at right now in life, where you're at mentally, and how do you feel? Are you growing or are you dying? And if you feel like there are certain areas in your life where you're dying, how are you suffering from it? And what are some changes that we can do, or you can do, to change that so that you can grow? And last but never least, contribution. It gives life meaning. When you give beyond yourself, you live in a world of compassion. And what I mean by that is the secret to life is giving. Okay? So when I say contribution, I want to ask, what have you contributed or given to someone else without any expectation of anything in return, for the mere satisfaction of putting a smile on their face, making them happy? Alright, I don't want to go ahead and point fingers and say that nobody contributes to anything. It could be, you contribute by giving up your time to read to the people at retirement home, or giving up your time to go help out at the soup kitchen, or giving up your time to volunteer at an elementary school, or giving up, your time and your money to contribute to a great cause, such as massive dying, breast cancer, Alzheimer's. Those are our ideas of contribution. And when you do that without expecting anything in return, it makes your life so much more meaningful to know that you are trying to put out more good in the world. You're trying to set an example. Even though you're not necessarily consciously doing that, you are. There are people around. Remember, I always say, you never know who's watching. So when you put out good in the world, you put out good vibes and with good intentions, that comes back to you. And it's amazing. Okay, so what do these 6 human needs have to do with today's conversation? Okay, so these 6 common needs are needs that I found that applies to everybody. And we all behave differently. I behave differently from you, you behave differently from your mom, your dad, so on and so forth. I got a message. Why do we behave differently? And the reason why we behave differently when it comes to our human needs is because we don't need them equally. Some of us have different human needs that are the top needs. You know, some of us look for love and connection. Some of us look for variety. Some of us look for contribution. And I want to say that of these human needs, the last two that I talked about, growth and contribution, are our core needs. What is that? Anyway, so these two are our core needs, and the first four are what I would say are critical. They're essential. They come in hand. Hey, good morning, Jesse. So, hold on, there's some people that are messaging me. So, sorry, I have to say, hold on. These just human needs is what drives our behavior. And, you know, a lot of people always ask me, well, why would I need to know about these human needs, and why do I need to worry about meeting these needs? Okay, so when you have a better understanding of your human needs, let me explain something. You have a better understanding of the direction you're going in. And I'm not trying to preach anything, and all I'm trying to explain is that when you have a better understanding of the direction you're going in, after understanding what your top needs are, guess what? You start to have a better understanding of what your ultimate destination is. And if I can make empowering and positive shifts in my life, believe me, let me tell you something. My Facebook Lives, I'm not making any money out of this. But if I can make these empowering positive shifts in my life, and I can share my story with you guys, and maybe you guys might be able to pick up some tips on how to do that in your own life, that for me, this is my contribution. All I want to do is be able to help other people, to help them have a better understanding of what's going on in their own life. Some of you may not even want to talk about it, and that's fine. But I feel like for a lot of us, we are just sitting around waiting to have something that's going to change our life or shift the direction of where we're going in life. No more waiting. Today, I would like to ask all of you on Facebook Live and on the Facebook replay, sit down and think about the human needs that I discussed with you. Find out where you're strong in. Once you know that, figure out how you're meeting that need. How do you complete that need, and how does it impact your life? Once you figure that out, you can have a better direction of the direction you're going at. And when you have a better understanding of the direction you're in, you can figure out what your destination is. And let me tell you something. If you don't like the direction you are going in, if you don't want the destination that's waiting for you at the end of this path that you're on, that's right. You can change it. If I did, so can you. So I'm going to leave this with you today. And I will wish all of you guys a happy Aloha Monday. Be kind. Be happy. If you're stressing out, breathe. Because you got the opportunity to wake up today. You got the opportunity to kick ass. So what I'm telling you today, you're going to smile. You're going to enjoy life. And tomorrow, I want to play a song for you. Well, actually, I might be able to do that now. So let me go ahead and find it right now before I end this, because I want you to understand what one of my all-time favorite songs are. So, let's see. Let's see if any of you guys know this. You guys should, because this is like pretty old school. Sorry. I know, it's Facebook Live. What can I say? Alright. You ready for it? I know you guys know the song.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Come on, I know you guys know the song.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
Let this be a motivation for Monday.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me.
Don't mind me, I'm just listening to music.
It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Gonna be bright, 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 sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for.
Oh yeah, I'm always like this.
Bright,